I'm Elaine Harding. Welcome to episode 9 of 12 in my Christmas Countdown series. This is a final push to get as many Christmas cards as I can posted, or else I'll miss the deadline for posting overseas. Now I'm featuring the Decorative Trees Bundle. I made 6 cards with this set because there are some gorgeous dies in this bundle. There are 7 dies, and these are dies that cut out intricate patterns to go over the top of the tree. I also used the Peaceful Season bundle to add to the cards. So I'm going to talk you through how I made them. These are all standard card sizes. These measure 5 3/4 by 8 1/4. So in metric that's 14.5 by 21 centimetres. The matte layers are all 1/8 of an inch smaller. So let's get started. Now this one is Pool Party and Garden Green, and I use this die here, adhesive sheets, to back it onto the cardstock that they're using. It will make your life a lot easier when you're gluing these on top of the tree. So cut a variety of solid trees with this die. And then die cut one with adhesive backed cardstock with the detailed die, and then you glue it onto that. The papers I used are from Snowy Scene, and that's the inside. For the second card I used the same layout as this, and I use the plaid design in Poppy Parade. For this one, because this paper is in real red, I used a cherry cobbler stamping blend and coloured in the berries in cherry cobbler to match the card matte layer. So this strip is 1 1/4 inches. I die cut a solid tree in Garden Green and one in Basic White. I used a blending brush to add some Pool Party colour to the Basic White tree. Embossed this Garden Green tree with the Painted Trees 3D embossing folder. All you have to do is just put it on this tree here, the smallest one, and then I ran a white craft ink pad over the embossed area to highlight the raised bits. Die cut your holly leaf intricate die on adhesive back Garden Green cardstock, and then lay it over the Basic White tree. You'll have to trim it off because this tree is smaller, so you just trim off the bottom bit. Then I stamped the greeting in cherry cobbler from the Peaceful Seasons stamp set and die cut that, and that's the inside. So I just used the remnant left over from this piece to decorate the inside. And this one, it was because I smudged the greeting that I had to fix it by stamping it again on a spare piece of cardstock and then glue it on. This is another strip, and I think this strip 3/4 of an inch. I embossed and stamped the tree and then die cut it. And I die cut a Basic White one as well. I gold embossed the message and die cut it with this banner from the Peaceful Seasons dies. These have been die cut with the adhesive back gold foil. So I die cut a star. I missed out the star, didn't I? A star, the baubles, the garland, adhesive backed cherry cobbler cardstock with this decorative die, and then I added a metallic gem on the front. Used a blending brush to colour the edges, and I die cut a bow in gold foil to decorate it and the inside. For this card I use Poppy Parade, and this matte layer here I embossed with the So Swirly embossing folder. This is optional, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. Then I cut a smaller gold frame, half an inch, or was it quarter and a half an inch frame. I gutted the inside so I could use the inside, which is covered up by this third matte layer, to die cut one of the trees and this bit here. So you need to die cut 3 trees basically. So this, using this die, I also use the 12 by 12 Garden Green 2-tone cardstock. For this one I wanted the tree lighter, so I used the lighter side to die cut it. I used the lighter shade of the 2-tone cardstock to cut this out. So you want the lighter side facing up when you die cut it. And then I use this side to die cut the whole tree. Then I stamped the greeting and used this die to cut the label, and on the inside I just used this to cut an aperture in the bottom left corner of the card. And this is the last card, and it's my favourite because it's a wibble wobble card and it's so easy to do. For the measurements, it's all on my blog post, so hop over there and have a look. But I made the mat smaller because I wanted to maximise the use of the designer series paper. So these are actually 3-inch strips and 4 5/8. So this matte layer must be 4 3/4 by 3 1/8. So this time I die cut it out of the 2-tone cardstock on the dark side with this die. I embossed it again with this tree from the Painted Trees 3D embossing folder. Then I used a sanding block. This is a retired product from I don't know how many years ago, but it was a distressing kit made by Stampin' Up, and it's got a sanding block, a nail file, these special files to get round corners and things, and also some ink pads. You can see I've never opened it, but anyway, use a sanding block and then you sand the top of that and it will reveal the white core underneath. Because 2-tone cardstock is, the paint is added on the top of a white sheet, and so they could get a lighter colour on this side and a darker colour on this side. So if you actually tear the paper, it will reveal this white core. So adhesive back Poppy Parade cardstock. I die cut several bows to put on the tree. I die cut 2 stars so that I could sandwich. Can you see how it's sandwiched the top of the tree between the 2 stars to keep it in place? And this wobble mechanism I got from Amazon. I love this. And then inside I simply mirrored the measurements on the front of the card and added a strip. So that's all 6 cards. I hope you've been inspired by today's projects, and let me know in the comments which is your favourite. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll be back soon. Bye.